Hey guys, Bruce coming at you. So I haven't had any good ideas lately to make any videos, at least not on my mind. I did a couple crafting videos. Don't really have any ideas for Carl, so I haven't been using him. And I don't like doing toy reviews, so I try not to do those. But I just want to talk today about what something's on my mind. If you read the title, you could probably figure it out. Um, the Karen videos that I've been watching, because down here in my shop, I just throw on YouTube and started throwing up Karen videos. And where I think they're funny because I used to work in retail. I think I found something worse. I think I found a worse kind of person, and that is a sovereign citizen. Now, defined, I'm reading on the screen here. Yes, I Googled it. Sovereign citizen, the actual definition is a member of a political movement of people who oppose taxation, question the legitimacy of government, and believe that they are not subject to the law. That is the whatchamacallit, the actual definition that I found. And it makes sense because of what I'm going to explain to you.
Sovereign citizen.
Yeah, well, that's what I just said. So it switched over from Karen videos to these sovereign citizen videos. And I do know what a sovereign citizen is anyway. I actually have a friend I went to high school with. He considers himself a sovereign citizen, but he's like, nah, he's mellow about it. It's just, but the people I see in these videos, and if you ever just want to check out the video, just type in sovereign citizen. I'm not going to use clips today, and the reason being is everybody's getting copyright strikes and violations and are getting in trouble for using other people's videos. So I decided not to put a video up today to talk about. So you're gonna have to Google that on yourself or YouTube it, search on YouTube for it. Sovereign, Sovereign, citizen. And just like put something goes nuts after that, the sovereign citizen goes nuts, sovereign citizen gets arrested, and you'll just see these crazy people. The ones I see on video are usually always involving the police, whereas the Karen videos is just some crazy lady or guy yelling and screaming about something stupid. But sovereign citizens, I'm not saying they're all like this because they're not, but the people I have seen are the most irritating people on the face of the planet, and they're all kinds of people, not just one type of person. It's not just Republicans. It's not just Democrats. It's not just, it's a whole rainbow of people that are doing this. And apparently the sovereign citizen movement has reached about 300,000 people across the United States. A lot of it's out west. I'm in Pennsylvania. We don't see that out here too much. Like I said, I do know a guy that considers himself a sovereign citizen, but he's not crazy like these people. They're also called, on YouTube, they're called First Amendment auditors, frauditors, YouTube lawyers. That's great because there are so many people in there. Cop pulls them over. They immediately have a book or a piece of paper and they're reading, quoting, because you could tell they planned it. They plan to get pulled over. They plan for the cops to come. So they think they're armed with the law because they watched a YouTube video or they Googled a few things. It doesn't work that way. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know a lot about the law, but I do consider myself, relatively intelligent, and I have common sense. I know if I get pulled over by a cop for speeding, running a stop sign, I don't know, flipping off an old lady, whatever I might do that day that would draw the cop's attention, cop's going to pull you over. You have to show them your driver's license. They can pull you over just to check your driver's license if they really feel like being jerks that day. It sounds bad, but it's true. Give them your driver's license. All they want to do is make sure you are licensed to operate that vehicle. That's what a normal person does. 10 and 2 o'clock, I'll pull you over, can see your license and registration. Yes, sir, 1 second, here it is. Or, hey, it's in the glove compartment. A guy like me, concealed carry. I always and I have been pulled over recently. 10 and 2. Hey, officer, how you doing? Yes, sir, right here. It's in my glove compartment. Do you mind if I reach for it? And I get that and get the information. I hand it to him. He looks it up, sees if there's any warrants, checks the car, registration, the insurance, all the stuff he's supposed to do. Now, if you have a problem with doing what I just said, then you must be up to no good. One time I got pulled over and my registration was expired. I didn't even know it. It's because now we don't use the stickers in Pennsylvania. Got pulled over. He's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, honestly, I have no idea because I didn't. He said, your registration's expired. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know. I was nice to the guy. He let me go. He said, get it fixed. If I see you around here and the registration's not on again, you're going to get a ticket. All right. That was the end of that. A sovereign citizen would not give the driver's license. They keep their window up. They open it a crack just so they can hear him. I do not consent to give you my ID. I heard it in every single video. Sitting there, asked, and then they have their rule book and they're quoting laws and saying, you can't pull me over. I don't have to show you my ID. And they're going on and on and on and on and on. Why? Because every one of those stories ends up the same way. The driver, whoever it is, ends up asking all kind of jackassy questions and videotaping it. And they end up going to jail every single time. A lot of them, I see the cops end up just saying, hell with it. They warn them. Look, if you don't give me your ID, if you don't step out of the car, we're going to smash the window and you're going to be arrested. And they do. They break into the car and they take the guy away. And I've seen it happen to every type of person. So I don't want to hear nobody saying anything about, oh, it's just triggered toward the whoever's, because I'm not even going to go there. And they always say, I do not consent. And they call themselves travelers and they say they're not driving a car. They're traveling. And there's something, and I don't even know this part. I saw it briefly. It's some kind of a rule that it's one of our inalienable rights to be able to travel unhindered. I think the word was locomotion. They're allowed to travel to wherever they want to and they can't be hindered. That's true if you're on a plane, a bus, an airplane, whatever. But you're driving a car while you're traveling. You're driving a car in the state of Pennsylvania, has to be registered, insurance, and of course you got to have a driver's license. And it's perfectly normal to anybody with common sense to know that the cop has every right to check those documents. I don't see why that to put up a big fuss. They're also saying that they're not driving a motor vehicle, they're driving an automobile because it's lists about motor vehicles. It's not a motor vehicle, it's an automobile. And this guy sitting there arguing like for 10 minutes whether his car, and he wouldn't say the word car for some reason, his automobile was not a motor vehicle. It is a tool for him to engage in his traveling from point A to point B. That's what this guy's telling the cop. It's a car. It's a motor vehicle. It's whatever the cop says it is. Either way, you must have broke the law to get pulled over, and you're driving said automobile, motor vehicle, while you're traveling. You're using it. It has to be registered. You can travel all you want to, but you still have to follow the laws. I can travel. Doesn't mean I can go kill people on the way. Same principle. You go to jail. So then, of course, he's sitting there arguing. The cop has way more. This is why I'm not a cop. That cop had way more patience than I would have. He'd sit there and say, sir, I need to see your license and registration, please. Sir, I need to see your license, insurance, and registration over and over and over again. Sir, if I don't get to see your license, registration, proof of insurance, you're going to be detained until we find out your identity. Perfectly normal. The guy's sitting there. And this wasn't no young kid either. I'd say this dude was in his 30s. Just sitting there whining. When my daughters were 3 years old and they didn't get their own way and they dropped in the middle of the supermarket crying because they couldn't get Fruity Pebbles or whatever they wanted to eat. I didn't get to do that when I was a kid. If I'd shed one tear, I'd get my ass kicked when I was a kid. Oh, permission to record. There was a couple of them talking about the cop's body cam, saying, I do not give you my permission to record me. Well, it's a cop and he's going to record you to protect his own self. Also, any place else you go. Public, you can record anybody. I hate it. Someone can record me having a freak out too if they want to, legally. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing anybody can do about it in a public place. Now, if it's a place where you have an assumption of privacy, like a bathroom at Walmart, they can't record in a bathroom at Walmart, obviously. Obvious privacy. Dressing room, obvious privacy. Other ones that I looked up that I didn't know were going to be in there, but it makes sense. Courtrooms, for obvious privacy. Witness protection, sensitive court subjects, because let's face it, a court case is a personal thing, and that's why you don't see very many of them on the news. Unless you get everyone in that courtroom to sign off for you to have your little stupid iPhone there and trying to be Joe Reporter or whatever they're trying to do. Like your own private property. If somebody comes to my house and I say they can't record my private property, they can't record. But if you go to Walmart can't tell you that you can't record. Do you know why? Because they have security cameras all around. You're being recorded the entire time. So legally, if you wanted to be a jackass and record at Walmart doing the Karen thing, you're actually allowed to do it. And that's sad because people are doing it now for attention and throwing it up on YouTube. And that's the only reason they're doing it. Pissing everybody off, making people angry, as if we're all not anxious enough with everything that's been going on in this country. Oh, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna go around record and piss people off and go through the drive-through and piss them off, make them look like jackasses. Well, dude, you with the camera, you're the jackass. I understand. I kind of understand recording yourself when you get pulled over. I kind of understand that. But anything else, who cares if the cashier at Walmart's an asshole? Maybe she had a bad day. Everybody, I'm using Walmart a lot, for example, but it could go for any store, any restaurant, any fast food place. Those people are working their butts off because I know here in Pennsylvania, nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to sit down and collect that unemployment. And I'm anxious to see what people are going to do whenever that's done because I never collected the unemployment. I'm self employed. I did quit my job because I couldn't deal with people. So, but I'm self employed and I've been doing fine. Didn't need the unemployment. I'm not putting down people that did collect the unemployment because they needed it to support their families and everything. But time to go back to work, folks. Okay, government buildings. Yeah, I already said you cannot. Yeah, any government building, they can take your phone off you, and there's nothing you can do about it. A lot of people arguing about that, and I swear to God, this one guy he gets arrested on purpose. I'm not going to plug anybody in this because I'm not trying to get copyright strikes. But like I said, if you search sovereign citizen gets arrested, you're going to see half the ones I've been watching. But yeah, anything with privacy, and it just I can't figure out. I know they're not staged, especially the one with the cops, because the cops aren't going to make themselves look bad. They're not going to do this kind of crap on purpose for YouTube. I don't even think they're allowed. But it's these idiot citizens that think that they get nothing else to do. So they're like, oh, I swear to God, they get up, they practice all weekend, and they read about certain laws on Google, and they watch some YouTube videos like, oh, now I know the law. I know more than the cops do. I know more than a lawyer does. Now, let me tell you something, dude. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know much about the law, but I do have common sense, and what y'all doing is wrong. Cop pulls you over, give him your license. All these people get arrested. Most of the time, all they had to do was give them the license, take a ticket, go fight the ticket in court. I fought tickets in court before. I've won maybe 2 out of 5. But to be honest with you, all 5 times I was being a jerk driving. So, it is what it is. But no, they end up getting arrested, spending the night in jail, and everything else that they have to do with. After that, the court hearings and everything. How much of your life are you going to waste doing that just to get somebody to watch a stupid YouTube video? Like my videos. I know my videos are stupid. I don't make any excuse for my videos. I just have fun doing them. If you see, there's no Patreon down here. There's no super chats. I don't have time to be consistent, which is why I'm not going to make this monetized. Sometimes I just have stuff to say. Sometimes I want to make y'all laugh. Sometimes I got stuff to teach. But today, it's about sovereign citizens. Now, like I said, I went to high school with a guy who considers himself a sovereign citizen. He's my age, 53. Hell of a nice guy. He has his political views, but I don't think the way he acts is outside the box. Or I think he just everyone knows of laws that we don't agree with. I mean, it could be like, oh, I don't think the speed limit's high enough in this street or everything. And this guy, he's not a bad guy. I mean, he's not like these people you see in the movies, in the videos. I don't really expect this dude to act like that, and he hasn't. So, if he's watching this, hey, there, I'm not going to mention your name. But I don't think all these people are actually like this. I think they're just throwing it up on YouTube to get some YouTube hits. And then these people doing the compilation videos that, show replay. Next thing you know, the whole country sees little Johnny son of a bitch being an asshole to the cops. And, oh, he got arrested. And then you have the people that are actually on the dude's side for him being an idiot toward the cops. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. You're wasting the cops' time. You're wasting your own time. And now, guess what? You got a record. For what? Just to make a 5-minute video on YouTube, make yourself famous. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I think it's stupid. I have common sense. I'm not unintelligent. I'm not the smartest light on the Christmas tree either. But just looking at it from an adult perspective, it's just ridiculous. It's goddamn ridiculous. And Karens need to chill out too, but that's the other video I did. So, all right. Well, if you're still around, hey, thanks for listening to me rant. See you next time I feel like making a video. So take care. Bye.